Okay, and what's your name then?
I'm Stephen Jones.
Okay, Stephen Jones. What's your part in this production of Hamlet?
Directing Hamlet
Okay,
by William Shakespeare.
excellent. And could you tell us a little bit about your affiliation with Dramsoc at the moment?
My affiliation with Dramsoc is that I'm a Dramsoc alumnus.
Okay.
I was in Dramsoc for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I took part in 2 of the Leaving Cert shows while they were here, including the first one that we had in Astra Hall. And so yeah, I'm a lifetime member of Dramsoc.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Lifetime member of Dramsoc.
And did you pick up any awards during the time? Any student drama awards? Any Irish Student Drama Association awards? Any ISDAs?
Yeah, a few. But anyone that knows me knows I don't really talking about it. I lose count for 6 or something.
Okay, and back to the subject at hand, Hamlet. This is a Leaving Cert production. In what way are you angling this towards Leaving Cert students? How have you made it more accessible for them?
No, we've just updated it to kind of modern day Denmark.
Okay.
So it's a modern version of it without changing the language. And what we've done is we've tried to just keep the dress to the here and now, and we've thrown in 1 or 2 little touches.
Okay. What kind of visual touches, like what can the audience expect to see?
Well, the audience can expect to see, it's going to be very simple in terms of your set design, just focusing mainly on the acting.
Okay.
So, but you're going to see, you're going to see quite nice kind of red and white colour scheme running out the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. Visually, it's going to be kept as simple as possible.
Okay, excellent. And hopefully make it a bit more accessible for people studying it, I presume.
Yeah, well, I think that what we try to do is we're lucky that we have a good cast. It's a very eclectic cast, you would say. In terms of that, you have 18 or 19 people in the cast, but they're all very individual. So there's no characters that are kind of left just to be, in the background as such. So it's quite a colourful cast. That's partly to do with the vision I had of it, but mostly to do with the actors themselves and what they brought.
Okay, and final question, do you have a favourite line, a favourite part of the show?
Favourite part of the show? I would say my favourite line of the whole piece would have to be what a piece of work is a man, but I think that the part I'm looking forward to seeing the most is the play in the play and how we go into that and see how that works, because that's something that the guys have just devised on their own.
Yeah.
And I think that it's something that every production of Hamlet you will see is different.
Yeah.
So but I'm looking forward to the whole thing. A bit nervous about it, but it should be good. And if we help 1 or 2 people do a little bit better at Leaving Cert, then
Job done, exactly.
Job done.
Alright, cheers, Steve.
All right, thanks.
Okay, so what's your name?
Sam McGovern.
And who do you play in Hamlet?
Guildenstern.
And what does Guildenstern do?
He's the part of the dynamic duo Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Okay.
They're 2 courtiers, they're 2 friends of Hamlet, and they basically just follow orders. They're a bit sycophantic and they assist the king and do what they're told.
Excellent. And do you have a favourite line by Guildenstern?
Faith, her private suite. That's my favourite.
And yourself, what's your name?
Ben Waddell.
And who do you play, Ben Waddell?
I play the Doctor of Divinity, the priest. I give Ophelia her rights. I'm in it for like a little bit. I'm in the background as well, eating popcorn and drinking Coke and having the crack.
You're kind of a modern priest.
Yeah, no. Hi, Mom.
And what's your favourite line?
No more be done. Is my favourite line.
And what's your name?
Amanda.
And who do you play, Amanda?
Ophelia.
Okay, Ophelia. And tell us a bit about Ophelia.
Okay, so Ophelia was kind of maybe could be Hamlet's girlfriend.
Okay.
That's in like modern day terms. She is Laertes' brother, Polonius' daughter. Personally, I think she's been pushed around a lot by her father and her brother, because basically they use her in order to get to Hamlet. So in the play that they ask her to avoid Hamlet, to stop loving him, which she finds incredibly hard to do, which then leads to her madness, which is a very interesting scene.
And a madness ultimately leads to
my death.
Exactly.
And I die a horrible, horrible water-filled death.
That's awful.
As is the water in this orange.
Can you give me your favourite?
Katie, they're looking for you. Sorry.
Can you give your favourite line? Ophelia's favourite line.
No. The owl was a baker's daughter, you know what you are, but not what you might be. That's on my crazy scene. Come see the play.
Excellent. Cheers. What's your name?
Owen Carrick.
And Owen, who do you play?
I played the Gravedigger and an Filler.
Okay, well tell us a little bit about the Gravedigger.
Basically, the Gravedigger is the only person in the play who's smarter than Hamlet. So Hamlet comes up and he's like, "What are you at?" And then the Gravedigger takes the piss out of him.
Excellent. It's a good scene.
Yeah, it's good crack.
And could you give us maybe your favourite line about the Gravedigger?
My favourite line in it is when he says, "Why here in Denmark?" Because basically it's gotten to the point where he's just, Hamlet's getting exasperated, and it's kind of the last line before he's kind of mellows out. So it's kind of that high point in the scene.
Okay, excellent. Cheers. Thanks, Owen.
I'm Enda Riley. I'm playing the character Francisco, the guard at the start, and one of the players in the player scene. Francisco was the guard who, along with the others, finds a ghost, and then one of the players puts on to play with in the play scene.
Okay.
So, and one of my favourite lines is probably Paul Fox's ad-lib line. I'm not going to tell it, but it sure is it's a great line.
What's your favourite line?
My favourite
that you
line?
say.
Nay, stand there and fold yourself.
Okay. So what's your name?
Katrina Ennis.
And Katrina. Who do you play in Hamlet?
I am the player queen.
Okay. And what's your favourite? No, tell us a bit about the player queen actually.
The player queen thinks she's a fantastic actress, but actually isn't. She's quite fun, but a bander. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have a favourite line?
Do I have a favourite line? No, but I have a favourite moment.
Go on.
Where I get thrown over Kelly's shoulders and brought to the cinema. That's pretty fun.
Excellent. Okay. Look forward to seeing it in the show. Thanks,
Yes,
Trina.
I am.
Bye.